Congratulations on getting your brand new Vuly 2, but before you start assembling your trampoline, there's a few things you need to know. First, find some level ground and make sure there's no obstructions nearby. Then double check you've got the right number of parts. Finally, make sure you follow all the steps in this video. First, lay out the lower frame tubes in a circle. These are the ones without holes, and make sure the push clips are on the left. Next, lay out the upper frame tubes on the outside of the circle. These are the ones with the holes, and make sure you lie them in the same direction. Lay out a joiner pole between each set of frame tubes, with the foot facing the inside of the circle. Push the lower frame tube into the joiner pole. Repeat this process until you've completed a circle. Repeat this process for the upper frame tubes working in the opposite direction. And then your frame will be complete. Take your mat and stand on the inside of the trampoline frame to make sure it's flat and centered. At this point, you should ensure the red mark is just to the right of a joiner pole. Attach one spring to each section of the frame, starting at the red marker. Make sure you count the number of holes to match the number of D-shackles. You do this by using your spring tool to attach the D-shackle on the mat to the spring and the spring to the frame. Remember, your springs can only fit one way. Once the mat is supported by the springs, lay the net flat on top of it. And again, ensuring the red mark is in line with the red mark on the net. Leave the springs to the left of your joiner pole dangling in each section. These will be used for your jump mat. Continue by evenly attaching the remaining springs, hooking the D-shackles on your mat through the net as you go. It's much easier to attach springs on the opposite side of the trampoline, rather than working your way around as you go. It's now time to set up the padding. Place your padding on top of the frame, with whatever color you want facing up. We're going to choose blue. No, gray. No, blue. Blue. No, gray. Push the springs you left dangling through the loop that secures the padding and connect them to the frame like you did with the other springs. So here's how you put up the safety net. Lay out the upper and lower net poles. The upper net pole has a hole all the way through, which you can see on both sides. The lower net pole only has a hole on the outside. When you join them together, the holes should both be on the outside, and it should look like this. Insert the plastic caps into the top of the net pole. When you join them together, the holes should both be on the outside. Make sure the material isn't twisted. Insert the net pole into the joiner poles. Continue this process and the net will lift as you go. When you get to the last two net poles, just remember it's easier to connect the upper net poles to the net first, so they don't become out of reach. Congratulations on completing your Vuly 2, the classic reborn.